You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Well, Black and White Sports fans, we are shooting this video together because we have an interesting story here about one Cameron Newton. Now, Rhodes, it's been a while since, well, it ain't been too long since last time he was in the NFL, right?
Was it year before last?
I believe, because I got his stats put up here. 2021.
Yeah,
So,
he was he went
back to Carolina.
He was competing with Mac Jones, and Mac Jones beat him out as a rookie.
Yes.
Should be noted, that was Cam's second season with the Patriots, going into his second season. Let us not forget, Mac Jones was the rookie, and Mac Jones was still teaching Cam the playbook.
I was just about to bring that up.
So
now,
Cam had not learned the playbook. Mac Jones had already learned it inside of 3.5 months. Think about that a minute.
Now, in case people don't know, I have never been a big Cam Newton fan.
I'm a bigger Cam fan than you.
I am not.
I'm a bigger Cam fan. Yeah,
I don't like running quarterbacks that can't pass. Cam Newton never was a great passer.
Lamar just got $260 million for
Cam Newton is a career 59.9% completion percentage.
And that is where him and somebody like Lamar does actually separate ways, because Lamar's a 65% passer, actually. Yeah. He is. He's a better passer than Cam Newton ever was.
Yeah.
Ever was.
Cam, even in his MVP season, which I don't even think he deserved,
Tom Brady's season,
he was still below 60%.
Yeah.
He had 35 passing touchdowns, if I'm not mistaken. He did have that.
I think he set a record that year for rushing touchdowns, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
It was all in all a pretty big season, but my issue was always, I cannot in good conscience ever give an MVP to somebody that had less than a 60% completion percentage. I couldn't do it. I'm
going to show you Cam Newton's stats the last 3 seasons here, because Cam Newton has made an accusation now about why he's not in the NFL. Look at Cam's stats here going back. His last good season was in 2018. In 2019, he only played 2 games. He was 0-2. He goes to New England, and that was a disaster. He only passed for 2,700 yards.
If it wasn't for his legs, I mean,
he ran for almost 600 yards.
If it wasn't for his legs, I don't know how that would have turned out. Belichick probably would have had to have benched him, because without his legs, he was awful throwing the ball.
Yes. 7-8. He goes back to Carolina, 0-5. Completed less than 55% of his passes, 684 yards, 4 TDs, 5 interceptions. Rhodes, why is Cam Newton not in the NFL?
I can tell you right now, number one, his personality, believe it or not, is actually too big for a backup job. In other words, you don't want to bring in a guy that, number one, you may not be running a system that's going to fit him as a backup, right?
Right.
I mean, in other words, you bring him in behind, a pocket quarterback. Cam Newton comes in, all of a sudden the whole playbook's flipped upside down.
It's a completely different system then.
Yeah, absolutely.
And there's a lot of guys now that are running the ball. However, they can actually pass the ball. Josh Allen can run with the ball, but Josh Allen can pass the ball. Patrick Mahomes can do both.
Yep.
Cam Newton can't pass the ball anymore. Well,
he never learned. Look, people forget this. Randall Cunningham learned to throw from the pocket late in his career, and threw up one of the greatest seasons we ever saw with that 98 Minnesota Vikings team.
Is that
historically?
Is that probably the second best NFL team to never win the Super Bowl next to the undefeated Patriots? Probably so.
second or third. I mean, it's hard to say they were better than those 4 consecutive Bills teams.
Oh yeah.
I always think, that's sort of the missing rings team.
I'm a big Jim Kelly fan, man.
I am too.
Kelly was fantastic, man. But Cam Newton, man, he has a theory as to why he's not in the league right now. And it kind of sounds like a bit of a racial angle, if you ask me, even though he didn't bring up racism. Check this out. Look at this here. Cam Newton claims he's not in the NFL due to his hairstyle. Not his play on the field. His hairstyle. Now, Cam has those dreads. Rhodes, that's quite a few players in the NFL with that kind of hairstyle.
Yeah.
Why are they in the NFL? Because they are still productive.
That doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
I'm not buying this at all.
I mean, look, the one thing we can absolutely say about the NFL, if you can perform, they're going to find a roster spot for you. Easy. Plain and simple. Look, if Colin Kaepernick could throw like Tom Brady, his ass would have never been out of the league.
Exactly.
Kneeling, none Brady. Of that. That's right. That's right.
I think Cam Newton was saying, it's because of the afro or something. Nah, man. No. But anyway, look at this. Cam Newton was released in 2021 by the Carolina Panthers and has been without a contract ever since. But now he seems to be saying that his lack of a contract isn't because of his playing, but because he refuses to get rid of his hairstyle. Newton appeared as a guest on this week's Undefined with Josina Anderson podcast. She's still at ESPN.
Lord. Oh my God. No, she's independent, and I'm going to tell you, she's big on the race bait. I'm just letting you know right now. Yeah.
Anyway, where he insisted that he will not change his hairstyle no matter what people say. I don't think anybody cares about his hair. Newton added that, quote, people have hinted to him that the league dumped him because he isn't the clean cut Cam he once was because of his dreadlock style hair. Quote, yeah, people have hinted to say like, Cam, we want you to go back to the 2015 clean cut Cam, Newton told the host. Quote, but that was a different me. Right now where I'm at, it's about embracing who I am. The host was shocked by the claim and asked directly if he thinks he has been blackballed because of his hair. Oh my goodness. Let's see where this goes.
Wow.
Quote, there was hints towards it, Newton replied. And the thing that is always mentioned is, Cam, you're scaring people the way you look. What? And I would say, I'm not going to name names, but there's other quarterbacks that's in the league that don't look like me, but they got long hair. They don't scare them, do they? It sounds like he's talking about white quarterbacks with long hair.
Trevor Lawrence, Justin Herbert, maybe?
Yeah. Anyway.
Dude, you know what they are now? They're good quarterbacks.
Yeah.
That may be your real difference is two of them are good quarterbacks and
he's
you're not so much.
Definitely hitting at racism here.
Wow. Okay.
Quote,
God.
This is one thing I do understand about my stance, especially with the NFL. It's such a prestigious brotherhood fraternity. And whether I go back or not, I can always say I did it at a high level. Where I'm at right now in my life, do I need the NFL? No. Does the NFL need me? Hell no. Well, you got that part right for sure. And I think that understanding is the reason why I'm able to kind of be fine, he said. In 2021, when the Patriots released him, Newton claimed that the whole thing absolutely caught him by surprise and blamed his 5-day absence due to COVID at the time. Still, he struggled as a starter for the Patriots when the team dumped him for Matt Jones. He also claimed that his aura caused the Patriots to release him. Quote, the reason they released me is because indirectly I was going to be a distraction without being a starter, Newton explained. Just my aura, that's my gift, and my curse. Now, I'm going to stop right there, man. Mm-hmm. Matt Jones Cam Newton. Very different style quarterbacks, right, Rose? And you're a big not Cam Newton fan, but Matt Jones fan, right?
Look, here's why he lost his job, okay? When he was out with COVID, they brought in Mac Jones and started giving Mac Jones first rep snaps because somebody had to take them, right?
Right.
They happened to be running a dual practice with the New York Giants. And Mac Jones took the field, and he proceeded to shred the Giants' defense. He shredded them. There were people on the Giants that were like, that's your quarterback. That's got to be your quarterback, right? Question mark?
Right.
People were saying, it was pretty obvious. I was listening. I was tuned into a lot of Patriots training camp. The time he was dueling with Mac Jones, Mac Jones was outperforming him from the day he showed up. Mac Jones outperformed him in camp, completing passes, higher completion percentage, better job reading the defense. You know, all the things that an NFL quarterback is expected to do to move the chains. And then when Cam, even at that, Belichick was going to give the job to Cam, even though Mac Jones was outperforming him. Then he got COVID. They brought in Mac. Somebody had to fill in. And it was so glaringly obvious that Mac was outperforming Cam. Bill Belichick had no choice at that point because now everybody's noticed it. Other teams have noticed it, not just the players on your team that were like, you notice that Mac's doing a better job than Cam? Have you noticed that? Oh, it's not just that now. It's your other team that you're playing against that is like, this kid is outperforming Cam Newton right now, plain and simple.
Yeah.
It was not that close, to be honest with you.
Yeah. I'm pretty stunned, man, that Cam is kind of went Colin Kaepernick route in this, that he's blackballed, and it's because of his hair and race, because he said there's other quarterbacks out there with quote-unquote long hair. Trevor Lawrence?
It's a lack of self-awareness is what it is. Now, I will tell you this. Is it possible that they are holding some of the fashion stuff against Cam? Maybe, and I'm going to tell you why.
I'm not buying that.
I'm going to tell you why. There is a perception that Cam's head, in general, is not in football. Is not in football.
Like you said, though, if he was Tom Brady, nobody would care.
But if you're not performing very well, and you're out there with a bunch of other interests, that tells coaches you're not locked in. And what do coaches want? They want you to be locked in, and I don't blame them.
Yeah,
I don't blame them. I mean, it's great to have a hobby, but it was clear his head's somewhere else. Now, does that have anything to do with race? Hell no. It shouldn't. It just tells you got so many hobbies. Mm-hmm. The coaches are telling you your hobbies is getting in the way of football.
Exactly. Look at Lamar Jackson's hair. Lamar Jackson just got a massive contract. Paid. And he has many dreads in his head. I don't like the hairstyle. It's not me, but hey, look at me. I'm bald, so.
He got $185 million guaranteed.
Yeah, large.
Yeah, large. Large is
Nobody cares about the hair, Cam.
No.
You just washed up, man. You are washed up.
I'm going to tell you, I'll take this a step further. Remember when Cam came out about 6 weeks ago and did the whole Auburn workout thing, put out a video with him throwing the ball for NFL teams, and he said, there's not 32 better quarterbacks in the NFL than me. Do you know what I did? The following exercise during a video. I pulled up NFL Network's top 50 quarterbacks ranked in the league. Cam was somewhere around probably 43 to 48.
In other words, you ain't starting, man.
You're not. I mean, there were guys I simply could not. I'm sorry, but Taylor Heineke, yeah, I'm signing him before Cam Newton. I am. It just is what it is.
Yep.
He's shown he can be more clutch. He can play the position. You don't have to flip your offense upside down to run him. Run him in there if he's got a backup? No. I mean, there was a lot of quarterbacks that are obviously better than Cam Newton at this point.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. Well,
and
that's all I have on this. What about you, Rhodes?
And your starter don't have to look over his back at somebody that's got a monstrous ego when he's in there playing.
True.
Why invite that in?
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
So, anyway.
Let us know what you guys think of Cam Newton. Do you believe it's a racial angle? Blaming his hair? I'm not buying this. I believe the man is just washed up. And maybe he just can't accept truly that, hey, the show's over for him.
Hey, maybe not. The XFL could use another quarterback.
He may have that Colin Kaepernick kind of ego to where, I'm too good for the XFL. So.
Okay, USFL. Gotcha. Okay, Canada. Oh, Canada.
Yep. All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up. Peace. We're out.
Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.